Sanmonani Ikamalamu Siposihle and I'm back with another video. So today I'm gonna be explaining about the project June 16. Just explaining it, the whole concept, what I mean and what's gonna happen and step by step. So and how it started. So it started as before I opened my channel, I used to comment on other people's channel because of I realize most of people are directing their energy on the bad side, on the things we don't have, like skills, like on that part land people are just more directly to the things they don't have, more than things at their disposal, on what they can do to move from where they are. Because of when I was taught to move wherever I am, I should never forget about the injustice and everything. When I always remember one thing, that if Jewish people came from the bottom after Holocaust and now they are where they are, if Singapore was colonized by England but now it has more money than England, then there's a possibility. There is a possibility. So now let me discuss what's going to be happening in Project June 16. As I said, I started as commenting on other people. Then most people agree to what I'm saying. I was like, why don't we do something? But instead of busy pointing this, that if the Pakistan move in the community, we won't have this. If this happen, I was like, why we gonna be debating this? Because of, if we need those skills, we can provide those skills. We will see the need of those skills. That's what I'm telling you. People will not just invest in businesses after a month after this happened, because of they still don't trust the model and everything. But one thing I can tell you, with time, let the people suffer. People will recover from this suffering, will learn from. If people suffer, that's where they learn. That's okay, sharp. Now we need more shops. But at least the problem is eradicated in our community. Now we are building up. Before you build up, you need to break it down. Have you ever saw when there was a structure that's old? They first demolished the structure and rebuild the building. They don't just, if the structure was bad, they just correct it then move along. No, they need to break the structure. That's what I'm saying. So firstly, I've opened the channel Project June 16. So June 16, I made it about June 16 because it's about the youth. This is specifically about the youth. The youth changed the landscape of South African politics in 1996. In 1976, I meant to say, so it has the ability to change the landscape in 2025. June 16, I'm saying, if we did that, then we can do it as a culture. Again, we can make it as it's part of our culture. We shouldn't, use our culture as many reasons to mourn. We can use this opportunity that was given us by the people before us, who marched in the 1976, with the celebration of giving each other a chance to develop this country, to develop our township, to develop where we started from. You understand me? So I'm saying we're gonna be having, personally, I have forex. I know how to trade as a forex trader, and I also opened a spaza shop. So I'll be documenting my journey and posting everything on the channel. So next year they said they've allowed me in the skill center around my community to teach forex for free. You understand me? So I'll be teaching forex trading for free in that skill center, and I'll also be funding the kids that I'll be teaching so that it can make sense. I also found each kid with 1,000 rand, you know, so that after they've learned their practical and their theories, now we get into the live account and trade and make sure that, and I'll make sure they make money, because of they will trade with me like every day coming to school. We trade together, we make money together, then 5% of the profits goes to the company, but not held by me, held by the trust. That's gonna make sure that, okay, sharp, if these learners now, we open another branches and spaces in other places, they go in other places, we also create employment at the same time, but at the same time giving people skills, so that even if you're not trading for our company, as maybe you work with us for a year, because the contract, can't be terminated until a year. If you decide to go with us with the contract, it's okay. If you terminate your contract and start to build your own, and it's okay, because of we are. I want to. I mean, personally, in that direction, I want to build the people to be on their own. I don't need people to depending on me. So this is the same thing on the June 16th. Or in fact, on everyday basis, you can document on whatever you're helping with the community, or you can, show whatever works are you giving to the community. Then I'll also donate. I'll also create a fundraiser where we'll donate. I'll donate, and everybody can donate, so that even on that day on June 16th, we will have, I'll make sure that if everybody is interested, if people are making sure that we are gonna do it, and I'll promise I'll push the content about this project June 16th until the next year June 15th, as long as the people will also be pushing it, so that if people marched to take buses to Johannesburg the day Dada said, the Joburg mayor, when he said he wanna hire foreigners, people went to there to submit CVs. People can come for free in that place. Maybe we can do it at Hector Pitton Square in the open space. Everybody will be there. Then we close Gahle. Then we start marketing ourselves on each other. We have a big board in the back, so if you are ready to donate, we link each other as people who are in various industries. We meet each other, create a group on how we can improve these things in our community. If we have spaza shop, you meet other people with spaza shops, or if you're also interested in other endeavors, you learn from other people, then we learn from each other. If we need to stock with each other, we have connection with each other, we stock as a bulk, so we can make more money, so we can grow. 5 years from now, our kids will be thanking us, because that money, we know how to cash up. If we have the informal business, that business like 500, it's like 100 million, 100 billion. We don't need that 100 million billion. If we can make first the 30%, then we move to even the 10%, we move to 30% and move to 50%. I'm telling you, the unemployment rate in our community, we can self-sustain ourselves. The most important thing about this thing is to know how to self-sustain ourselves. We're tired of moving away from it as soon as we get money because of certain reasons, because of the mind we have, because of we think we need to be somewhere else. I think we can develop Ikasi, and when this thing grows, we can also, fund our people as we always meeting on the June 16 every year. We also fund, programs that's gonna be cutting things, planting, grass, and making stalls. We're gonna also be making stalls. We need to set a standard of, if you are selling, maybe there's a near, you are near ShopRite. So if you are near the place, if you are, maybe you're gonna put the stall near ShopRite. Hello, okay. Now, so if maybe you are making a stall um close to ShopRite, né? Then it should be a certain standard. Not just putting all the tomatoes and the potatoes on the ground. It should be certain stalls that's gonna be built and easy to, amount, easy to put, and be nicer. Not just putting in, anything, that should be illegal in our communities. Then we have, and if you have grass, your grass should be mowed. That should be part of our culture. These things we should be teaching. Though then we can have, start, if we're having a lot of money. Just imagine if our informal business is like it's like 100 billion, and we have the half of that. Then we start investing in schools, you know places like we have spaces in our community. We buy that land, create school. We have teachers that don't work. you know there's too much things nje. It's just too much. So that's why we can also self-sustain. Sure, why that's the main purpose, to self-sustain. So now you know what the project June 16 is about. And that's where we can also meet people, investors and partners. Ovala umnyango lapha. Lethu ovala umnyango. Yeah. you know that's the aim, because I'm telling you, 5 to 10 years from now we will be thanking ourselves, and our kids will thank us if we start moving like that. So project June 16 is about that. It's about self-sustenance, self-development. Start wherever we are. We can reshape how the government approach us, because of we can leverage ourselves in our community. But if we don't leverage ourselves, we can't even have a say. We can even fund tournaments in our community like we used to. Even fund for other more playgrounds. You know, so we can make our community vibey again. So kids will have more opportunities at a younger age. You have basketball, rugby ground, because of, you see, rugby in South Africa, it's prevailing, and we can't. You see, it's black and white colored Indians in the team. So, and I mean, I grew up very rugby. Everybody loved the rugby in my community. So build rugby ground, build, start doing those things, and we can. When it's our community's money, we can also know how to protect them, because of, it's not, we can't just say it's the government. It's ours. We will protect them. Nobody can steal. You know, there are people just working on cleaning them. There are people guarding them. We make sure that we start paying our CPFs. The local business also pay the CPFs. We will also find the other ways of making sure our community is safe while developing. We also have projects of people planting trees, you know, planting trees in the community, planting trees in the whole community so we can have beautiful trees. That's all I'm saying. In Project June 16, we're teaching each other safe self sustainability, and we raise each other from the ground. There's no room for negativity here. There are limitless possibilities in what we can achieve. We can only start in our township, then go to the town, then move to buying land, big land, because we will also have that mentality on how to maintain businesses, because of you can't just go from being a guy from who didn't know how to run anything, then you're running farms and mines. It just doesn't make sense. So let's teach ourselves on these things. 5 to 10 years, it's either we thank ourselves or we blame ourselves. So what are you gonna do on June 16? Are you joining the conquest of black people who want to change their livelihood in their communities, or you just want your neighborhood to remain the way you are? Then when you move to Sentin, then you move where? Tina, we want our hood to be the new Sentin. We want people to be employable so they can fix their house. People like nice things now. To fix their houses, to fix their places, to fix their community, to make sure that uh, Mina, I have something in I'm working with. And if that thing be, progress, we are shutting down Imikoko, because that thing will be cheap as it can be, and it will be something that's gonna be sustainable for people. So our plan is to shut down Imikoko. That shouldn't be our first standard. You know, we need to make it easier for a house to make rooms as for Imikoko. We should make Imikuku. That's where we can say we give you 6 months or 6 months or 1 year to build those type of rooms. But you'll see it will be so cheap, so much cheaper, and strong enough to sustain any weather condition. So all I'm saying is we need to change our community and have the self-respect in ourselves before we can give it to them, before the world can be expected to respect us. So let's take the move. I trust you, Uguti. You'll push the message. We'll push the message. If you have a video, please send that video in my email. If you have a video, maybe you're starting a business or you're running a small business, I'll also push it in my channel, push my video and other people's video to motivate each other, so we can look forward to June 16, 2025. So I'm grateful to have this time to talk to you. So my email is on my description. You send a video, I'll watch it, then I'll put it in the place in that channel. So it can be easy. We can motivate each other. These kids can learn from us. Thank you. I'm signing out.